Well, obviously we made that one interesting, to say the least. I've been in a lot of games over the last 30 years, and that one was as difficult of a win and, as fortunate and all that. But as I always tell the players, the basketball gods will reward you when you play hard. And I was just really disappointed in our mindset coming out. We had a great practice yesterday, and we really just seemed to step behind everything and just got really – and it happens to teams that have had a tough year. You just instead of coming closer together, we splintered and really were not on the same page the first almost 30 minutes of that game. And but I was, I thought the energy of our bench – and our bench, does that in practice sometimes. I thought the energy on the bench made the difference. I mean, Drew Cobb came off the bench, and Demetrius Mims and KJ Byers, and just played hard and just fought. And it wasn't. And Brian Alberts came off the bench, and I told him this morning. He got back from Germany to see his family with a passing of his grandmother, and hadn't practiced in a week. And I told him this morning, I don't know if you're going to play or what. Just be ready. It depends on the flow of the game. And I was just really, that's a fifth-year senior, really proud of, him being ready to play. So, and great teams, good teams. It's not, it's not your best players every night, or starters or whatever. It's a team game, and I really thought it was a team win for us. And they did they've gotten snake bit and gotten really unlucky at the end of some games. But tonight, we got some breaks at the end, and we also created some. And the forced them into 19 turnovers, and Gomez is a great free throw shooter, but we took advantage of the miss and did what we talked about in the timeout and pushed it hard at it, and was able to create an opportunity.
Coach, obviously you guys were struggling at halftime. Would you go into the locker room and tell them?
Well, I'm really disappointed in our effort. And that hasn't been an issue. I mean, we've lost some games this year, but I really thought we fought. And I was worried because it's like, okay, is this team just giving in to adversity? And they haven't done that. We fought through so much adversity this year, and I mean, that was probably in league the most we've been out of a game at halftime. I don't know that we've been down that much. I think that's probably our biggest deficit, and the nature of how we were behind was just so disheartening. And I just challenged them as competitors and their character of who we are. And this is a defining moment, and we need to change. And I thought the effort was better to start the second half, but you can't just trade baskets. And finally, we were able to get some stops and rebounds and just push it out and get ourselves back into an opportunity. And then we got a little fatigue with those guys, and they fought through it. And again, it was a battle. And I'm proud of our guys for being able to flip the script. I said, Saturday at Davis, we probably played our best first half of the year and our worst second half. Well, we probably played our worst first half this time. I said, let's flip it at halftime, I told them. And fortunately, the last 10, 12 minutes, we were able to do that.
Brian, obviously, I heard you were gone. Sorry to hear about the loss in your family. But how good does it feel to come back and catch fire like that and just lead your team, you and Deshaun, to a win?
Yeah, it felt good coming back to this family here, and they believed in me, even though I was gone for a little bit. So, I just took advantage of that.
When I put him in, I got to be honest, with 3 minutes to go, or 3 minutes to start the game, I was so mad at the guys that started. I didn't even know I put him in. I'm like, what? Why do I have four guards out there? I didn't mean to put Ryan in, but I'm not sure I did. I think he just jumped up and went because I was not looking for him. I was, again, he hadn't practiced. It's so hard to be not just gone for a week, but to fly over to Europe and back in a week. I just didn't know, what kind of rhythm he'd have, and I knew that if things went bad, I would try, but not 3 minutes in. I was looking for Griff and another wing, I think Drew, and all of a sudden I had 4 wings out there, but it was great because he came in and hit a 3, and I'm like, okay, it gave me the confidence to hang with him.
And then Deshaun, can you just take me through that last sequence of drawing that foul, and then how confident you feel going to the free throw line with 0.8 seconds?
Confident enough he was supposed to miss the third one.
Like you said, on those type of plays, we only had like 4 or 5 seconds, I don't know, but we wanted to just get it and push and try to get to the rim. And depending on how the free throws went, I was supposed to get to the paint and look for my guy right there, or get to the foul line, or get to our finish. And fortunately enough, they missed, and we got a good break.
Yeah, an odd game. I mean, basically, after like 5 minutes of the second half, Mason and Temmie were out for the rest of the game. And also, Booker didn't get to the line to the last 2.5 minutes of the game. It was just kind of an odd game overall.
Yeah, we just, for some reason, I mean, we had great energy yesterday. We didn't have energy, so I went small ball and just tried to create some disruption and just try to, more just to get us going, and, we start big to try to, play bully ball and they were bullying us. So, we just needed to get into a full court game and try to get them sped up. And, we had no option. We couldn't just, come down and set it up and throw it inside anymore. I mean, we tried that the first half and the first 5 minutes of the second half, and it was desperate times. And every game's different. And Timmy didn't do anything wrong. Mace didn't do anything wrong. I took Day out, a couple times. He didn't do anything wrong. You're just, if I want my players to play desperate, I gotta do some, desperate things. And so we were just grasping for a combination, and we got a couple, and we're fortunate.
Deshaun started out slow first half, but then second half I noticed a different player almost. You started attacking more. Was that something you said from the jump coming out of the locker room at halftime?
I've always wanted to be aggressive. My job is to get in the paint and either get to the free throw line or find my teammates, and I needed to do a better job of that. We weren't getting any, like you said, we didn't have any flow, any energy, and it started with me, so I had to make a change in gear, I guess you could say.
All right. Thank you, guys.
Thank you.
Thank you.